Hey everyone, this is Lynna. Um, I just got all this information. Um, yeah, stuff in life. I'm at a real crossroads at this point in my life, and it's about to get really, really difficult. So I would really, I would really appreciate everyone's prayers and um, stuff. um, the impact of losing my biggest client because I'm transgender is basically now upon me, you know. Um, there's no way around it now. Um, everyone knows it's tax season, so taxes are coming up on me as well, and it's the end of my sports season doing hockey. So Jenny and I are kind of scrambling. We're kind of wondering what we're gonna do, and how we're gonna do it. So right now, nothing's off the table, if you know what I mean. Um, I have a real problem with being a person who was always pull my own bootstraps, don't get government assistance, don't be begging off of anybody. And now I find myself in a situation that, well, first of all, no one asked to be transgender. It just happens. I was commented today by my ex. She's like, I called her today and I said, hey, we're not going to be flying above water here for very long because we've got some real issues coming up. The bills aren't going to get paid, and work isn't as good as it's been. The impact of losing my major Christian client is going to affect us all. And she said, well, I hope that you realize, what's happened. And I go, what do you mean? And she's like, well, I hope you're happy. Didn't you see this coming? Didn't you see this having an impact on us like it is going to? She's like, I saw this coming back in January. And I wasn't burying my head in the sand, but I was looking at my month of January, February, and March, and my calendar was pretty busy. I was traveling. I was traveling to Buffalo and to Tallahassee and to North Carolina and to Knoxville and all these places. I was like not really hurting, but I realized that somewhere ahead, that this train was gonna kind of come off its tracks. And well, it looks like the proverbial crap hit the fan, and we have to do what we got to do. I mean, there's one thing that we are as transgendered people and as transgender women, trans men, we're survivors. I have a lovely person who lives with me now. Her name is Jenny Taylor, and she is a survivor. She's been through hell and back, and I think the world of her. And I'm thankful that she's in my life, so she can help me navigate these rough waters that are coming ahead in the next few months. Literally, we don't know where we're going to be. We don't know whether or where we're going to end up. I just, I don't know what's going to happen. And it's scary for sure. it's never easy. Never is. But, being transgender never was supposed to be easy, I guess, right? But I just read a really cool post by a transgender woman. Her name is Alice. She's my friend. And she's celebrating her 40th anniversary of transitioning. She transitioned back in 1974. I was 4 years old back then. And she transitioned. And she's lived a full and happy life. As Alice, she divorced her wife back then. And I can't imagine how much harder she had it than you or I will ever have it. Because, come on, guys. The reality is, we have it so much better than they did back then. Back then that was like, to even mention anything like this would have been just an apostasy. It would have been like unheard of. Only the freaks do this stuff or something. I don't know. But, the reality is that we are so blessed to stand on the shoulders of people like Alice. People that have paid the price in life so that you and me can have the rights as transgendered men and women to a full and happy life. And on behalf of all the transgendered women out there, I just want to say thank you, Alice. Thank you for paying the price. Thank you for sacrificing. Thank you for choosing to live a life that was true to yourself. And now you can be on Facebook and you can be my friend and you can be our friend and you can share your powerful story with all of us who look up to you for what you did back then and for being the woman that you are now. I am just so proud to be transgender. I can't deny it. I tried to for a very long time. I buried it. I repented of it. I put it in this bottle and sealed it. And the reality is, there was no way to seal it completely. A person's true identity is revealed in time. There's no way you can mask it. There's no way you can cover reality. Reality, when all the stuff that was used to cover it up is gone, that's when reality sets in. And you and I have this transgender reality. And it's not a fairy tale. It's not some game. It's not something that, we're playing dress up with. We are women. We are women who have been denied the right to be women. And given the physical manifestations of a male body, yet very female in our minds and in our spirits. Because it's not just a brain that's female. No. It's much more. And I really do believe, as a Bible-believing Christian, that my spirit is that of a woman. It is not that of a man. The only thing that I had as a man was the physical shell of a body that I lived in. And, you know, shells are meant to be broken out of. You know, if you're not in the right shell, you'll never be comfortable in it. You'll never find true happiness. And a lot of people would say, well, you know, as a Christian, Bible-believing person that you say that you are, well, you should be content with who God made you and not seek to change what He's already done. And that's fine. You can say that. But you truly have no idea what it's like to live a lie. You truly have no concept of what it means to be in a body that you don't want to be in, and to have private parts that you don't want to have. So before you make assumptions and tell me how I should be content with the way God made me, you need to realize that you have no idea what it's like to be like this. And for those that would say, oh, just give it to God and let Him, miraculously heal you. Well, God's not going to heal you of being who you are. He's not going to heal you of being you. He's not going to heal you of being the person that He created. If He created a feminine spirit, He's not going to repent of that. Just because He put a male framework inside of a female spirit, that doesn't mean anything. All it means is that I was able to find my way out of the shell that I was living in. And now that I have this life, that I am this woman, that I can be this person, well, now I'm on the road to wholeness. And with all the bumps that are coming along, as like I detailed earlier in this conversation, I welcome it. Because at the end of the day, as a good friend would say, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I will be who God made me to be. And I will live the life that my God intended for me to live. Not masking, not covering, not burying, not shoving, not putting off, but dealing with the reality, the transgender reality of being me. So that's why, in the face of, a bleak future, seriously, it's pretty bleak, guys, I can smile because I know that there's a light at the end of this tunnel. And although I might be going into a dark place, although it may not be comfortable for a little while, although I may not like the choices that I'm going to have to make, I will rise above and I will come out on top because I'm me and I'm happy. Well, I've said my piece. 15 minutes worth. Anyway, I love you guys. And again, just pray for Jenny and I that we would find out what we're going to do in the next couple of months. Thanks. Bye.